Wi-Fi lister, double S drifter. Then you know I came with it. If she cute with her lips shutting like missiles. Act right, you can get a Nissan Sentra. For all you the driver inside got a license, they hop up out the pot and get your top rhyme. We survive, you can only catch a whiff of. Locked in way before the top 10 when I had the mutton chop shades and the wide brim on a different way that I came in the game on. When I levitate, grab my sneakers and hang.
Coming up next, for Philadelphia, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with the win here, coming right up. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for DeJounte Murray.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with this teammate, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. DeJounte Murray is out there with Holiday. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's John Konchar. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for the 76ers, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in at the center. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this grade, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And Murray's got the ball here for Philadelphia. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Very tough loss for them last time they played. I mean, in the end, the amount of trips to the line they gave up did them in. Murray, a big point guard, can see over the defense.
Here's Maxey. Brandon Clark picking up that last basket. Pass to Oubre. George up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. They're taking on DeJounte Murray, the long, skilled guard, and coach telling me pregame, when he's locked in defensively, Murray is a problem. He can create havoc on the perimeter, plus I like how over the years he's built on his offensive game. DeJounte is such a solid player. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Now Konchar. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Maxey finds Oubre. Kicks it out to Maxey. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Holiday. Now here's Vucevic. Back to Holiday. And stolen by Maxey. And here's Oubre. Embiid with the screen on Clark. Here's Oubre. Count it from 12.
Crafty and cash it in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Clark outside. Here's Konchar, defended by George. Murray left side, just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Edgecombe. Murray, no good. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers, trailing by 2. Looking for George. He gets it there. Outside, Maxey. Back to George. Over Clark. George, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
George against Clark. Back to Holiday. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Another miss by Philadelphia. So for Philadelphia, their last game, a win against Milwaukee. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball. And he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Now, Maxey. Following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray. And George gets it to go.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And with a quick break in the action, let's now take a look at the top rookie free throw shooters in the NBA. Michael Conley is second. Third, VJ Edgecombe.
Tremendous form and confidence. That's what these two have in common when it comes to shooting free throws.
To the inside. Here's Conchar. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Bounce pass Maxey. From past the arc. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Inside, Oubre with the steal. Maxey passes to George. Offline with his three. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Holiday dishes to Clark. Back to Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops it in from the low post. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the night. Down low. Here's Embiid. Plays it up and banks it in.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Now, here's Vucevic. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee. Clark sets a screen for Holiday. Back to Clark. Conchar on the wing, defended by George. Conchar can't get it to go.
Yeah, tough to make those jumpers when you are guarded that closely.
Oubre sets the screen for George. A three ball. Oubre, good. Oubre's got 5 points so far.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Murray the pass to Clark. Here's Vucevic. On the wing, Murray. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Drew Holiday. Averaging 12 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
And the 76ers making a change here. Grimes is checked in. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Vucevic against Embiid. And here's George. He's coming off a 25-point game against Cleveland.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Now Murray. Paul George missing from long range.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now, here's Maxey. 20 points for him last game against Cleveland.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him.
And Philadelphia has possession. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Outside Holiday. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
The first thing that comes up when you think of Jrue Holiday, defense. He's probably the best perimeter defender of his generation. He can guard multiple positions and gives full effort every night.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the 76ers. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
The 76ers trail. Pass to Grimes. Now here's Embiid. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Here's Murray. He had 25 points in the win against Milwaukee. Pass to Conchar. On the wing, Murray. There's the screen. Shot clock at 5. Conchar, good. Conchar's got his second basket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now, here's Oubre. He has 5. Drills it from outside.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this team.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Prince is checked in for Conchar, and Trendon Watford subbed in for Jrue Holiday. Embiid against Vucevic. In the corner, Murray with it. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Philadelphia, lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. And, of course, there's Philadelphia, 2 games back. Some changes for Philadelphia. Paul George comes in for Kelly Oubre, and it's Edwards in for Maxey. 76ers have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Beasley for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Nice time from Embiid. The big man showing off his vision there.
Philadelphia trails by 5. Murray outside. Vucevic down low. Guarded by Embiid. And another turnover here by Philadelphia.
And with the pause and the action, let's look at the numbers for Murray. 10th in assists. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. They set the pick. George, that's a 2-pointer, and again, it's Philadelphia.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Vucevic. He has 6. Murray. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Yeah, look, if I'm his coach, I'm going to get him involved in another way. Set a screen, get an assist, something to reset his mind a little bit.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The 76ers making a switch here. Bonus checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Vucevic. Ellis comes in for Murray. And it's Conley in for Clark. A minute 42 left in the first quarter of the game. Screen by Adams from outside the arc. Conley's shot is off.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Conley. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Here's Grimes. Scoreless thus far. For three, Beasley. The rebound by Steven Adams. And so it's Prince with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 7-point differential. Ellis gets to Conley. Screen by Watford. Pass to Adams. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Ellis. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Conley's shot is off. Philadelphia leading by 7. Edwards dishes to George. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Adams. Now here's Conley. He's guarded by Grimes. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we... '76ers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Brandon Clark is out there with Vucevic. Then it's John Concho. Then there's Murray. And it's Holiday in at the 1.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
A model of consistency, Stan, for many years, Vucevic.
Yeah, look, Vucevic has been scoring, rebounding, and passing at a high level really since he's come into this league. One of the most skilled big men in the league and sort of a model for the next guys that have come around.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Clark finds Vucevic. Pass to Murray. Shoots from the elbow. Maxey grabs the miss.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Edgecombe with it. He's covered by Murray. Oubre outside. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Vucevic.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw, no good for Oubre. So Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done with allowing freedom of movement has made this game a lot better than it was. I think the key, as it is in most things, is finding the balance where we're giving the defense a chance, not calling cheap fouls, but also not letting them just physically overpower each other.
For Philadelphia, they have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
At the line for your Sixers, Kelly Oubre Jr.
He misses the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Philadelphia trails by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Conchar. Now here's Vucevic, guarded by Embiid. And it's Vucevic missing.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Embiid, the pass to Maxey. And he banks in the layup. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And Philadelphia calls time here. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Guys?
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
A moment now to see the numbers for Vucevic. He's putting up about 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Embiid inside. Vucevic on him. Maxey finds George. Connects from three-point range. George has got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Back to Murray. Can they get it? Pass to Conchar. Over George. Here's Vucevic. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Now Oubre. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Philadelphia trails by 13. Now Conchar. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. George, no good.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Outside Holiday. Murray against Oubre. 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Murray, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
High post, Embiid. Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by Philadelphia.
Edgecombe, no good. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 13. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Coming into this league, Vucevic didn't have this shot. Now, you've got to respect him from deep.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Conchar with it. George picks him up. Here's Murray. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Murray's got 5 points so far. Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Murray. Vucevic against Embiid. Embiid the screen. And here's George for three. And he's good on the three ball. George has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the 76ers. Holiday surveying the floor. Clark outside. To the middle. Murray outside. This one for three. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Now, here's Oubre. He's got 13. Here's Holiday. Philadelphia with the new shot clock. Murray, no good. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Edgecombe with it, outguarded by Murray. And the shot goes in. Oubre's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Maxey. Brandon Clark picking up that last basket. Here's Embiid. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. PJ Edgecombe picks one up.
A deceptive and quick-thinking guard. Murray makes things difficult for the defense.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. And so Murray nails both of them. And staying an all-star back in 2022, DeJounte Murray has since been trying to regain that all-star form.
Absolutely, Kevin. And look, the major problem, like it is for a lot of guys, has been injury. When he's healthy, this guy can really play. He's a true two-way player and can help you win games at both ends of the floor.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game. Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Now, here's Maxey. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the stripe.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Murray. And it's Drew Holiday in for Brandon Clark.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Now, here's Vucevic. Two points. That one goes. Vucevic has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Grimes passes to Embiid. Can't get it to fall.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort today.
Conchar, the second effort, and it's Vucevic missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Back to Maxey. No good with the triple. Philadelphia trails by 9. Prince with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Bona's checked in, and it's Malik Beasley in for Kelly Oubre. Philadelphia also making some changes. Ellis comes in for John Concha, and it's Mike Conley in for Drew Holiday.
Well, after a scoreless first half, he's turning things around here, looking much more aggressive.
Screen by Watford, and it's Conley penetrating. Rebound by the 76ers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's deflected. Bona, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bona's got his second bucket tonight.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Friday, they'll take on Norman Powell and the Miami Heat. And then on Monday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Murray. Back to Conley. There's the three. Rebound by the 76ers. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Bona. Back to George. To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Bona's got 4 this quarter. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 15-point game. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's George. Takes it off the glass. George has got 10 points here in the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Adams with the screen on Beasley to the inside. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Edgecombe. Edwards is out there with Embiid. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Grimes in at shooting guard. That's the group. Oh, look at that!
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Philadelphia trails by 19. Murray finds Watford. Philadelphia moving the ball around. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Inside, here's Embiid, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Looking to get it going, and Murray finishes it off.
A longer guard, Murray, 6'5", learning how to use that size around the rim.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Really left alone that time. Embiid's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Embiid with the steal. Here's Edgecombe. Covered by Conley. Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe. A shot missing. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Murray with the bounce pass. Adams with the screen on Edwards. Clock at 6. Embiid with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Grimes. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Grimes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the right side. And Adams kicks to Murray. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Conley kicks to Adams. Murray looking around. Out to Conley. To stop the drought. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 16th rebound on the night. Pass to Edgecombe. Embiid the screen. The 76ers another three.
And Edgecombe likes being involved in the pick and roll. But sometimes it's pick your poison for the D, trying to guard it.
Here's Adams, guarded by Embiid. Adams dishes to Murray. Over Grimes. And there's Murray on the assist by Adams. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Here's Edgecombe. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Prince. Shoots the three. Drills the three-pointer.
You know, I think Murray is at his best when he's unselfish, looking to create for others.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Bonus checked in. George comes in for Edwards. Oubre is checked in for Malik Beasley. And Maxey subbed in for Quentin Grimes. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Adams. Clark comes in for Trendon Watford. Konchar's checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Holiday in for Mike Conley. Pass to George. Edgecombe with it. There's the pick. To the middle. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Konchar. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. Maxey's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's George missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Pass to Murray. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. 8 feet away. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Maxey passes to George. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
To the wing right side, and Vucevic kicks to Holiday. Back to Vucevic, and it's blocked. On the wing, guarded by Holiday. Maxey passes to George. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. George has got 14 points here in the second half.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
On the wing, Murray. Tries from 16. Maxey grabs the miss.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
76ers moving the ball around. And it's George missing. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Down low, it's tipped. Now Edgecombe. Here's Bona, outside for George. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Maxey. A three-pointer off the mark.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Back to Conchar. Here's Murray. And that one hits back iron. Philadelphia's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Pass to Edgecombe. To the inside. And that one's good. Bona.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now Holiday. Vucevic a screen on Maxey. Here's Holiday. And good that time.
Well, Holiday is one of the strongest guards in the league. He can handle the contact.
Maxey passes to George. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got 31.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
For 3, Murray. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Oubre's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Bona. In the corner, George with it. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Philadelphia's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. On the wing, Holiday. He's guarded by Grimes. Now here is Holiday. 5 to shoot. Pass to Conchar. Now Murray. The 3. And the 3 ball is good. Murray's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And something Murray still working on, he knows he has to develop a consistent three-point shot.
Beasley with a screen on Holiday. Grimes bounce pass, and he comes up with the deuce.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Conchar. Clark a screen on Edwards. Clark outside. Here's Vucevic, and it's blocked. Grimes with it. To the paint. Here's Bona. Again, Philadelphia.
Well, that's the kind of look you want every trip down the floor. They're happy with that possession.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Philadelphia.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paul George.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Clark outside, back to Murray. And it's Grimes with the rebound. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Beasley. Here's Bona. Back to Beasley. Here's the lob to the hoop. And here we go. Outside Holiday. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Beasley with the screen on Holiday. Inside. Bona goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Outside Holiday. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Joel, tonight was a statement win. What is it that people should know about this team?
You know, we tough, especially defensively. That's our motto. We want to guard, we want to get stops, and I think we did that pretty well tonight. But you know, we young, we learning every day, and we're gonna be really good.
The more reps, the better, and a lot to look forward to in the future. Thanks, Joel.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now, our player of the game, Paul George.
A crown, I'm a king on the prowl, and I see mama smile and a vow I'ma take that I'll never break. You can break bread with me now. We can all take a bow on the edge of the pedestal and scream out loud that we made it off the avenue and walk that mile in the dark.